Arya. Arya. Hey. Hey. Arya. I'm ready to go for a bike ride, okay? I'll be right back, all right? Be cool. Whoo, what's up, y'all? Great to take y'all on a little bike ride. I know in my last few videos I talked about why Monday is a good day to have off, why Monday is the best day to have off. Well, today I'm gonna show you. What's going on, y'all? Topic of today's video is why Monday is the best day to have off work. I'm out for my morning Monday bike ride while everybody is buzzing, ripping to work, while I'm chilling. I'm gonna tell you a story about this, right? Probably about, I don't know, maybe about a good 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I was working full-time as a physical therapist assistant at a nursing home, right? Working with the best crew I ever worked with. I miss this crew. Shout out to my old coworkers. This crew right here. We had a really good team. We had a lot of fun. But we had a new contract company coming into the facility, and we all wanted to stay together, so we stayed together. We signed on to the new contract facility. We signed on to the new company, but the new company sat us down, and the regional director said that, hey, the company is thinking about and talking about flexibility among its employees, and we want to know if anybody is interested in a 4-day work week instead of a 5-day work week. Now, mind you, this is like 8 years ago. Probably like 8 years ago, that was unheard of. That was unheard of maybe 8 years ago. This was pre-pandemic, where, you know, the average person just worked a 9 to 5, 5 days a week. It was just a normal thing, 40 hours, probably more. It was just a normal thing. So to even think about working a 4-day work week, that was like, ugh. Like, this concept hasn't like became a big thing till recent. But anyway, we sitting around a table, probably about a good 12 of us, and they was like, is anybody interested in working a 4-day work week? We just throwing it out there. Nobody raised their hand. Nobody said anything. Everybody was like, oh no, you know, not interested, less money. But little old me had a little light bulb in his head, and I said, you know what? I'll try it, you know? I'll give it a shot. Mind you, you work in healthcare. One good thing about working in healthcare, when you do work in healthcare, you got a lot of options for flexibility. You can work PRN, meaning you can work for other companies, even if you got a full-time job. So I said, sure, I'll do it. So I raised my hand and I asked to take off 1 day a week. And they asked me what day you want that day to be. And the average person probably would think Friday. I chose Monday. Monday, let's see how this goes. And since then, I have never looked back. When I tell you, I talked about this a little bit in the last video, but I'm gonna go into detail today because I'm on my morning bike ride. I'm feeling good. I said, sure, let's do Monday. And I started having Mondays off. When I tell you, man, well, at the beginning, I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm waking up, I'm chilling, I'm exercising, I'm going for walks. This is back when I used to jog. I don't jog no more. I'm going for runs. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, making doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. I probably went to the movie theater by myself a few times. I'm having a good old time. Let me show y'all a little bit of my neighborhood. I'm having a good old time. I'm just doing whatever I want. I'm working on the house. I'm cutting grass on Monday. And then I even thought about picking up extra shifts at different places. Because remind you, I worked at other facilities. So I thought about picking up extra shifts different places, but I said, you know what? I'm going to enjoy my Monday. Now, as far as the money aspect, was it less money? Yeah, It was less money, but what tends to happen is you start to adjust. You start to adjust your habits. Unless you're just completely financially illiterate, unless you're just bad with money, it might not be a good option. But I started to adjust. I made it work. I made it fit. I made those slightly lower checks fit. And when I say slightly lower, I mean slightly, because there's not that much difference. Add the taxes, it's not that big of a hit. So, what are some of the things that you can do on Mondays? Well, like I told you in the last video, everything is open. Anywhere you want to go, anything you want to do. I'm taking a bike ride through my neighborhood that's normally buzzing on a Monday morning, watching some of my neighbors go to work, waving at them goodbye, have a good day. Like this car right here, I'm gonna wave at her, say howdy. Hey, say howdy to my neighbors. But look, you got restaurants you can go to, and you can hit all the good restaurants around 11 o'clock. When you hit them at 11 o'clock, it's still empty in there because the lunch rush don't start till about 12 or a little after 12. All the restaurants is empty, no wait times. Movies, you want to go to the movies? You want to see a movie that just dropped? Go on a Monday. Every movie I wanted to see that just came out, like if it came out on the weekend, I knew the weekend was going to be crazy. I knew I was going to be elbow to elbow with people in the theater. So I would book a ticket on Monday. Let the crowd die down a little bit. You feel me? Let me tell you a little bit about Delaware. Delaware used to be a little secret. What do I mean by that? Pre-pandemic, I only found out about Delaware because of a job. I had a job that relocated me from Baltimore City to Delaware because we had a plant. I was a welder. We had a plant in Baltimore and a plant in Delaware. Well, the plant in Baltimore closed and the plant in Delaware was expanding. So they gathered us all up and said, hey, we closing this plant, but there's still job opportunity. If you're interested in relocating to Delaware, we'll help you with housing. We'll give you some assistance. We got packages for everybody if they're trying to go. And at the time, Baltimore City was getting crazier and crazier. That's where I hail from. So me, my wife, and my son, we decided to pack up and boogie. So that's what I did. And I've been in Delaware for like 17 years now. But what I'm gonna say to you about Delaware, post-pandemic, is we are going through a boom phase. I'm gonna show you one of my new neighborhoods in Delaware pretty soon. We're going through a boom phase. They are building houses everywhere. They are cutting down trees. Oh, I'm about to show you a spot they just cut down. They are cutting down trees. Oh, I think this is a circle. Okay, I'm gonna go around the circle. They are cutting down trees and forests. They are buying up farmland from these farmers that are passing away. And they are putting housing developments, building nice houses. They are putting them everywhere in Delaware. Now, why might you consider Delaware? As I ride around this circle. Why might one consider Delaware? Well, let me sell Delaware to you. For one, low property taxes. Yep, I said it, low property taxes. I had a patient from New Jersey. I never forget this story. A patient from New Jersey just retired in Delaware. He told me his property taxes for a 3-bedroom house was $14,000 a year. My heart about sank. I said, what? $14,000 a year? I told him at the time I'm paying $1,400 a year for a 3-bedroom, 2-story, 3-bathroom, 2-car garage. I said, that's crazy. And he was like, yeah, that's why he moved to Delaware. I told him, I said, I completely understand. Now, where was I at? Talking about Delaware. Okay, property taxes, very, very low. No sales tax, which means when you go to the store, you buy a $1,000 laptop, you pay $1,000. You buy a $100, purse, you pay $100. You don't pay $105, $110. That's what a lot of people who come to this country from other countries, they are like completely baffled by that. Like the tag says $99.99, you get to the counter, it's $106. They're like, what the heck is, what? What's wrong? What's up with that? Well, all you gotta do is come to Delaware and you're gonna pay what the tags say. So the iPhone is gonna cost $99.99. $999. $999.99. That's what you're gonna pay at the Apple Store in Christiana Mall. Now, in Delaware, are there some sketchy spots? Yeah. The spots I would say probably closest to Philadelphia because we border with Pennsylvania, Maryland. So the spots closest to Philly are going to be some sketchy areas, but there's a lot of really, really nice areas, especially down near the beaches. I'm probably about a good 45 minutes from the beaches, Rehoboth Beach. So a lot of good beach area. How did this turn into a video about Delaware? I just happened to be riding through the hood and just trying to share the scenery with y'all. But back to Monday. Yes, Monday is amazing to have off. The world is your oyster. Everything is free and clear. You can do the work on your house. You can do your little do-it-yourself projects. You can also make time, if you got a side hustle, work on a side hustle, start a side hustle, work on a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. I recommend everybody have a YouTube channel. Share your story, share your thoughts, share your ideas. The world could use them, especially if they positive, especially if they can help and benefit somebody. Start a side business, It gives you that time and flexibility to do it. Sunday night football is amazing when you have Monday off. To all the football fans, Sunday night football is amazing. The whole Sunday is different. There's a different feel on Sunday. There's a more chill, relaxed feel. If you go to church, chill, relax, come home. If you watch football, kick back, watch football. You ain't got to keep looking at the clock, wondering how much sleep you're going to get. I used to be that guy. You can stay up, watch your favorite shows, get up on Monday, watch ESPN after football, a little Monday morning quarterbacking, hear all the opinions about the games from the weekend. That's what I like to do myself. Monday is just a good vibe, man. Just a really good vibe. And like I said, as a healthcare worker, shout out to all my healthcare workers. If you out there, if you work 4 days a week, you can have another PRN gig on the side that you work, Monday if you want, Saturday, Sunday if you want. You're gonna make more money while still maintaining your full-time gig with all the benefits and vacation time. I've even known some healthcare workers, and I wouldn't recommend this. I got some healthcare workers, some friends who have a full-time gig, will take vacation time from their full-time gig and use that vacation time and work at their PRN gig. What I mean by that is like take a week off from your full-time job, use your PTO, get paid for it, but while you're off, work at your PRN gig to make more money. I've seen some of my friends do that. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm a big fan of using vacation for vacation, to vacate. But some of them do it, shout out to them. So there's so many options, man. So many options when you have Monday off. The world is empty. And let's talk about Friday, because I've had a few Fridays off. When you take Friday off, sometimes it seems like it's Saturday. Because so many people are off too. when you take Friday off, sometimes it seems like a Saturday because everybody's taking off. I'm in Delaware, so we got the beaches. Go down to the beach on a Friday if you want. It's gonna seem like a Saturday. It's gonna be crowded. The restaurants are gonna be crowded, movie theaters too. So I would say be careful with that Friday off. And let me talk about the feel. This is another different aspect. I work Tuesday through Friday. When I work Tuesday through Friday, when I go in on a Tuesday, the vibe, whatever facility I go in, the vibe is a little more settled, a little more calm. Now, if I go in on a Monday, everybody's high strung, people a little stressed, you know, a little on edge. So it's a different feel. Now, when I go to work on Friday, so like I said, you think you want Friday off? When you go to work on a Friday, you know what the feel is on most places on a Friday? What's the feel? You can tell me. You know it. The feel is relax. Everybody's chill. Everybody's ready for the weekend. Most people are in a good mood because it's Friday. So you think you want off, but you probably want to work because the vibe is cool. Nobody's working too hard because it's Friday. Everybody's taking it easy. Even management or whatever, they got that Friday vibe. You know the vibe I'm talking about. You know, you're thinking about what you're going to do on Saturday. So it's a reason why you probably want to work Friday. Because the vibe is better at work versus the vibe on Monday. Oh, look, we're coming up on that spot I'm talking about. See, I told you about Delaware? Cutting down the trees. Killing all the farmland. Look at that. You see that big pile over there? I know you see it. That great big pile in the sunset. I mean, the sunrise. Yeah, let me show you. Let me take this camera off. Great big pile of, I guess it's mulch now. All of that was trees not too long ago. I actually used to take my dog over there. All of that was trees. And now they're just chopping it down. It's gone. You know why? Because we gotta build more houses. Because people are flocking to Delaware. Look at that, they just took down another tree right as I'm riding, killing the trees. We need those trees, bruh. What you doing? Oh man. It's crazy, but unfortunately, this is what we do. I hear there's a housing shortage, so they're definitely building more in Delaware. Whew. All right, now I'm gonna take you to an area that was actually just built with some really nice houses. An area that was just built not too long ago with some really nice houses. Whew. I'm gonna tell you about this area, because I actually watched this area be built during the pandemic. It's an interesting story I'm going to share with you. Okay, so we're coming into my neighborhood. This is my development. People still going to work. Have a good day, y'all. This is my development. Now, notice what I'm getting ready to come up on the street. I don't know if you can see it. You should be able to see it. By the way, I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, probably the best vlogging camera on the market right now. Do you see the speed bump right here? Speed bump, I'm going over it. And I got another one at the end of my development. That speed bump that I just rode over on my bike was not put there till probably a year after the pandemic. You know why? Because there's a development in back of mine with about 500 homes. My development has 51. Small development. This is my development. My development has 51 houses. There is a development in back of me, which I'm getting ready to take you to, that has, I think, close to 500 houses. What happened right after the pandemic, they started building more houses in that development. And they opened up a pathway, or opened up the road to get from that development to my development and through it to get to a street. to get out to one of the main roads. So we're getting ready to go in this brand new development right now. But pre-pandemic, this place was just dirt. They had started building and then just completely stopped. They completely stopped building in this development. See another speed bump right here, boom, boom. They started building, but completely stopped. But after the pandemic, when housing prices skyrocketed, when interest rates dropped, and everybody was buying houses, and everybody was fleeing the cities, this is what happened. This is the start of the new development right here. This first blue house is one of the new houses. So from here, all of these houses are brand spanking new. They're nice too, really nice. So this development, this area, bunch of new houses, nothing but new homes for all the people flocking from places like New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland, who wanted to get out those high tax areas. Come get some nice slower Delaware living. This is where they came to, and good for them. I don't hate. There's a lot of old school Delawareans that be hating. I don't be hating. You know why I don't be hating? Because I came from Baltimore City. I got my family out of a situation, and I moved to a place that I thought was better for us. So I completely understand these people coming to Delaware. You find a better situation for you and yours, why not? But a lot of old school Delawareans, ooh, they do not like it. I talk to a lot of them because I work with a lot of them. A lot of them are my patients, and they want these people to go back where they came from. Morning. They want them to go back where they came from. They think the taxes are going to be raised, prices are going to be raised. A lot of them think we're going to get sales tax now because everybody's coming here. I had one patient say Delaware is going to be like Long Island in about 10 years. So it's interesting. But yeah, these are nice houses, ain't they? My house is about, I think, 18 years old, but these are probably barely 4 or 5 years. Very, very nice. So shout out to my new neighbors. Welcome. Welcome to Delaware. Ooh, I'm gonna turn this into a nursing home lesson. Ooh, yep. Turn this into a nursing home lesson. Do you see these houses? Many of them 2 stories, probably got basements. Many of them 3 stories. Oh no, I'm gonna go through this path. Many of them 3 stories. You know what happened? It's a nursing home lesson. It's a lesson that I talk about a lot. This is like a path that we can walk on and ride bikes on. Has a little, I guess you call it a pond. We got a couple paths. But these big houses that you see, the 2 and 3 stories. Ooh, I can piggyback off my last video with this. What is happening is a lot of the people coming from New York, New Jersey, retiring. And shout out to them. Work hard all your life, retire, come to Delaware. Slower living, lower cost of living, very affordable. Little dog coming up, let me get out the way. Excuse me, good morning. But a lot of them came to Delaware and bought these big old mini mansions, mini McMansions. These houses, you probably can't see from the camera, but you go inside some of these houses, huge. I'm talking big. My house is not this big. My house is nowhere near the size of some of these houses. But I've been in a few of them because I've had a few friends, a few older friends from church, where the houses over here, been inside of them, too much. But what is happening, they are retiring in their 70s and buying these great big houses. Come on, bruh. The marketing has you fooled. You should not be coming and buying these big houses when you retire. You in New York City with a townhouse or, you know, an apartment, and you think you've been programmed to think this is what you want when you come to Delaware, when you move. This is not what you want. You should be worrying about downsizing. You should be worrying about having less instead of having more. Good morning, sir. Excuse me. You should be worrying about having less instead of more. You should not be focused on having a huge house because you can't manage it. I had 2 friends with 2 houses in this development right here. Had to give these houses up. Guess where they at now? Not nursing homes, but they in 1-bedroom apartments because they couldn't manage the house. Had some fun in the house. I've had a couple church gatherings in the house where they cooked a lot, had a good time, but they couldn't manage it. Could not manage it, had to give it up. Sold it, probably made a nice profit, but I don't see the point in going through that, personally. I really don't. I used to actually cut grass for a couple of them because they come over here and get a big yard and can't cut it. Good morning. Come over here, get a big yard and can't manage it. Lessons, y'all. Lessons. Are the houses nice? Yeah, they're nice. Very nice. I would probably recommend it for somebody buying their first home, like a young 28, 30-year-old couple, maybe. Not a 75-year-old retiree. Not a 75, 80-year-old couple who just retired. I done seen too many cases of disaster that way. Too many. Whew. Yeah, had 2 of them. Had to go in apartments. Oh, I'm gonna stop for a minute at this little bench. Take a little break because my butt hurting. Oh man. But yeah. And even right behind me, yeah, I'll show you this. This is the clubhouse. And I think the clubhouse has a pool. I think the clubhouse has a nice pool, has a playground for the grandkids that nobody uses, has a pool. Let me show you this pool. It's covered up right now because it's the fall. But it's a pool, and I swear every time I ride through, never see anybody in it. Nobody in it. But that's what happens. Why is there nobody in it? Because this is America. We gotta work. We don't have time for no pool. We ain't got time for the amenities that come in these places. We got work to do. And when you're retired, you ain't getting no pool. You chilling in the house watching Gunsmoke. You chilling in the house watching Price is Right. You are not getting in no pool on a hot summer day. I see this play out so often, y'all. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Monday, best day to have off. And look who's out here. You probably seen me ride past a few of them. When you off on Mondays, you hanging with the old folk. The people who are walking their dogs, chilling, enjoying retirement, in the garden. That's who you hanging with on Mondays when you got Monday off. That's who's out here with you. So yeah, yo, Monday's off. That's the vibe. Not Friday. You think you want Friday. You do not want Friday off. You want Monday off. If you can finagle a 4-day work week. So think about it, yo. At your job, if that's a possibility. I don't know where you work at, what type of work you do, but if the idea or the notion is ever floated that, you know what, we're thinking about doing a 4-day work week. Do we have any volunteers? I want you to raise your hand. I want you to say yes. I want you to say, I'll take Monday off. Because you're going to have so much fun. I'm telling you, life is going to change dramatically just with one extra day. Just with one extra day. Because it's going to open things up for you. Open things up. Also, your creative mind is going to kick in. Your creativity is going to kick in. Creative mind, like I said, maybe starting a new hobby, starting a side hustle, starting a YouTube channel. I don't know, do photography or something. I actually got into photography that way. I love cameras. I got into cameras because I started having an extra day off. Look at those birds. That's pretty. There's a nice little fountain here. The birds be hanging out. Nice to see people walking their dogs. So yeah, think about it. I'm telling you, Monday is the vibe. Monday off is the vibe. Nice little lady, little gray-haired lady walking her dog, or the dog is walking her. I see that a lot around here. The dog be walking the owner. Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna chill, enjoy the rest of this Monday morning. Was there anything else I wanted to touch on? I don't think so. But yeah, just remember that. Monday off. Just raise your hand. Just raise your hand if it becomes an option. And open up your mind to trying different things, doing different things. Like I was just saying, this is how I actually got into cameras. I'm using right now, this is the DJI Osmo Pocket. This is probably the best vlogging camera on the market right now. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, and I recommend it, and I'm gonna make a whole nother video about that, why I recommend starting a YouTube channel. And I'm actually gonna tie it back to working in a nursing home or to what I learned from older people. But cameras, DJI Osmo Pocket 3, best vlogging camera out there right now. Think can track you, think does good slow motion. It's great for car vlogging. I'm getting ready to make a video on the car vlogging setup because I really love this camera for car vlogging. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this Monday off. Y'all be cool. Y'all respect your elders. I'll let y'all on the next one.